Hi everybody, welcome to the last press conference this season. Usual drill with the Spanish questions just before the embargo, which will be for 10:30 this evening. And we'll do some, 10:30 on Saturday evening for the Sunday. Yeah.
Pep, first of all, can I get your opinion on the plan to bring in a retrospective ban for people caught diving next season?
Okay.
Do you think it needs to happen? Or?
No.
Why?
Because everybody makes a mistake. Are we going to review the mistakes of the referees? No. So, sometimes happen. Sometimes not diving. But it doesn't matter, so my influence and my opinion doesn't count anything. So if they decide of that, we're going to accept and we're going to accept the bans and any cases.
I just wonder what you would think would be the best way forward then, because it seems to be accepted that diving needs to be prevented.
I think it's not the most important thing to improve about is diving or not diving. There are many other cases we can improve.
Looking back at the season, in your opinion, what has been Manchester City's best moment of the season?
Well, we had periods because we won 3 games in a row here at home. So when during the season was not easy, we dropped a lot of points at home. So, but we have still 90, 95, 96 minutes to fight to take one so important thing for the club, for the future, for to be in the last 3, 4, or 5 years in a row, be in the Champions League. So it's a crucial game for us. It's a final, absolutely final for us. And of course, it's in our hands. It depends on us. We just look what we have to do, win the game. In one team, when at home during the season, make a good result, Watford. So we travel tomorrow to London for that.
What pressure does that bring, knowing that everything rides on this last game of the season?
Every game is a pressure. Every game we play for everything. So it's in our hands. So it depends not in Arsenal, not Liverpool. Depends on that. So we have to go there and win the game.
With regard to your plans for the future as well, where does Kelechi Iheanacho fit into that team in the league with West Ham? And also, Sergio Aguero has been reports today that he sought assurances over his role in the side. Is that the situation now?
Listen, I spoke 3 days ago about the future. I'm not going today about the future, so I don't know the question is going to come, but forget about it. So I asked you about 3 days about analysis, what you have done, about my opinion the season, about the future of the players. Day after tomorrow, we have a final, a real final for us, and you have to be focused on that. I will talk in the present. We're going to talk in the past and the future next time, next season.
The players that I've spoken to at Manchester City believe that you're not far off challenging for the title. What gives you the confidence from what you've seen this season that will be the case going forward to next season?
No, well, only I think we felt is the fact that we were not until the end. So normally the big teams fight, not the big teams, the teams who are good teams, there will be good teams, always fight until the end, and after you can win or lose. And in the Premier League we didn't fight until the end for the results because 2 teams were better than us and we dropped a lot of points at home, and we have to improve on that next season. So it doesn't matter, really it doesn't matter, depending on what happened day after tomorrow. So we're going to finish the season with 15 or 17 points behind the first and the second of the league. The gap is big, so we have to work harder next season to reduce that gap.
What positives do you feel you can take from this season, your first one?
I was so happy working in that club. That is the most important thing for me. And work with that players. I enjoy a lot.
Show of hands, guys. Next. Nate.
Hi Pep. Watford have announced they're going to change the manager after this game. Does that make for an unusual atmosphere, do you think? And how do you think it will affect them?
I believe a lot in the football players. So the players are so professional. The players wanna, when they start the game, they wanna make a good performance. They wanna, of course, the last game in front of their hands. At the end, Watford make a good season. So from weeks ago, they were safe. So, and when you analyze player by players, Famiglia Pozzo always buy in Udinese in Italy, now here, always have a very good players. So, and you have to be careful.
Pep, you've spoken in the past about you've learned a lot this season, your first season in the Premier League. Could you maybe talk a little about specifics or what general things you've learned this season?
Well, I learned about my
Premier
players.
League?
About my players, I learned a lot about what we have to do to make this player better and win the game. So during the year, always you improve. Always about the players. So the league at the end is a fantastic league in all the terms. But the league at the end, the game is 11 against 11, the same pitch. When you play better for the last game, for example, against West Bromwich Albion, where there are one of the most defensive, strongest team, we were able to create again a lot of chances and put it there. We concede 1 goal and I think one more chance, no more than that. So that is the way you have to try to do it regularly next season.
You spoke there about the players. Do you feel you've already got the nucleus of a team that can challenge for the title, or do you feel you need to make changes in the summer to achieve that?
I said 3 or 4 days ago. So we're going to make changes, and a lot of players going to remain.
At the beginning of the press conference, you said that diving isn't the most important thing that we need to change in football. There are lots of other things. What are the other things that you would like to see change?
Referees, they know everything, so they are the bosses in that term. They can change the rules. I adapt to the rules. The federation, the FIFA, UEFA, they do for football.
But would you like to see technology introduced to help referees sooner rather than later?
Sooner or later that is going to happen, yeah.
Why do you think it's so necessary?
No, sooner or later that is going to happen. The technology is going to help the referees to be more fair. What happened in the game, to be more fair, to make less mistakes. The technology always introduced is just for that reason, because there are a lot of mistakes. When there's no mistakes, no technology. And the referees, they can do, but today the football is quicker, it's faster. Before the referees arrive in the decisions, arrive in the moment to see the action here, now they don't arrive because the players, they are much faster, and that's why they need the technology, and that's why the UEFA and the FIFA start to talk about from a long time ago. That is the reason why. If not, the referees, they will not accept the technology. They accept because they make mistakes.
Do you think it's taken too long for football to bring in technology?
No. The devices come when they come. So in our period, when you and I were kids, we didn't have the technology. So now technology appears, so now it's sooner or later that is going to happen.
Pep, you started Sergio and Gabriel together the other day. Was the setup of the team better than it was against Middlesbrough when you played them?
But maybe, I don't know if you saw the game against Middlesbrough, but the way we played the Middlesbrough was completely different the way we play there, because the game against West Bromwich Albion, Gabriel was not winger, but it was a little bit more inside, and but just a little bit. Against Middlesbrough, they played with 2 strikers. In that game against Middlesbrough, it was just 1 striker. It was Sergio, a little bit wide. Gabriel, in the beginning of their career in Brazil, when he's young, always playing the sides. He just last period in Brazil, and when he came here, played like a striker. So I said from the beginning, both they can play together.
So is there just one way going forward, or are you going to try and play different formations with them both?
Yeah, it always depends on the quality. It depends, for example, I don't know, tomorrow, the after tomorrow, Watford is going to defend with 4 or with 5. So sometimes with 5 defenders, sometimes with 4. So it depends on that. Our way to attack, our way to defend, it's completely different. So the people say, we want to play 4-3, but the people move. And there are many cases you defend in that way, you attack in another way. And that is going to happen as well. It depends on the quality of the players are going to use.
The way you're talking about Jesus and Sergio playing together, is that a guarantee that Sergio will still be a Manchester City player next season?
I answered that question for a long time ago. you were here.
And is there any other way other than technology that you believe refereeing standards could be improved in this country?
No. Referees don't have to improve. They know the rules, so they don't have to improve. It's just the game is quicker. So when it is a pass that runs in behind, the liners has to follow in the same moment they pass the ball. They don't arrive. It's not about the quality of the referees. The qualities are good in the way they want to whistle here, the way they conduct the games. I'm not referee. I don't know what they have to do. They are much better, so they are professionals, and they are good. It's because today the football is quicker and faster than before, and they are not able to arrive in the right moment. Sometimes the decision is wrong. If not, they will not accept the technology. They will not accept because there are a lot of mistakes, but not here, and everywhere. In Spain, you cannot imagine. In Germany, in Italy, and everywhere there are mistakes, but not because the referees are bad. No, I'm not talking about that. It's because today the football is changing. So the ribbon, before the players run 6, 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers per game. Now it's 12, 13. It's a double. So today we have to be better well prepared, and the technologies help to make a better decisions. I don't know what's happening next season or in a few months or in 2 or 3, but sooner or later that is going to happen.
Hi Pep. Xabi Alonso and Philip Lahm are retiring this weekend. I know a lot of people are expecting them to go into coaching, maybe not straight away, but in the future. You've obviously been in that position yourself. Do you have any advice for them about how they should prepare for going into coaching?
Well, Philip would be a surprise if he became a coach. When we spoke about that, we were together, said, no way, I'm not going to become a coach. But when I was a football player, a lot of my teammates said the same, and after they are a coach. So, but I think in other role, hopefully Philip can stay in the world football because we need him. So it's so good in all terms to be there. Xavi will be definitely coach. What they have to do, they are so intelligent to do that. They will do what they believe. That is the most important thing. Both they have a lot of personality. Football means two exceptional players in all terms, like human beings, like teammates, like football players. You cannot imagine how good they are both. You cannot imagine. But you can imagine because Xavi also was here, but Philip not. But both are top, and hopefully they can enjoy the last day in Allianz Arena with their fans. And they have to be so proud of what they have done. So proud in all terms. They both helped me a lot, and my period we were together. A lot it means to be involved, not just play or not play. When don't play, what happened, what can improve, always the curiosity, which team we're going to face, we're going to play, and what do you have to do. So I was a lucky guy, a lucky trainer to be these two guys with me in that period in Germany. So all the best in their lives, careers, and hopefully they can come back soon in the football.
Pep, can I ask you about Patrick Roberts? What have you made of his season with Celtic, and do you think he'll be involved with the first team next year?
It's the same, it's the future. Next year, so next season you will know. We have to be focused day after tomorrow, guys. I'm sorry, but tomorrow is day after tomorrow is so important for us, and our distraction has to be there. And 3-4 days ago, I spoke for all the issues about my opinion about that season, about the future, about the guys who are going to finish the contract. So I think the last 3 or 4 conferences always about that. So it's not necessary to repeat what I said because nothing changed.
Pep, what are your plans after Sunday? Do you go straight off on holiday, or
No.
do you feel there's a lot to do
Stay here.
before then? Do you feel it's important to do your business early in terms of new signings?
No, because my kids are in the school. I have to be here.
Okay, guys, take questions in Spanish, please, for the embargo.
Hola, Pep.
Hi.
Queda el partit de Watford. Si hagués de descriure la temporada amb una frase o poques paraules...
M'ho he passat molt bé. Ha sigut un gran any. M'ho he passat molt bé. Ha sigut un any difícil en moments, però en aquests moments m'ho he passat molt bé. M'ho he passat molt bé treballar amb aquests jugadors i amb aquest club. Estic molt content d'estar aquí. Molt.
Can you sum up in a sentence or a few words how the season has been for you? I really enjoy it. It's been a great year, difficult in some moments, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy working here in this club with these players, and I feel really, really happy here.
Okay, we'll run the embargo, please, for 10:30.